This is Margaret in Windsor. I want to finish that last tape I just put up. I'm so sick. Uh, I've told about me running in political campaign and flown out to Larry Flint's, who was I was writing about in a book about mind control and people being programmed to shoot and kill and murder. And Larry Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia. He did an article on me and he helped me in a campaign. And the person who shot him was programmed to shoot him. So that's just a part of it. What's happened is I found out I was kidnapped in 83. And I was kidnapped at age 2 and brought to Lawrence County, Alabama, and given the name of a twin, and the twins were both dead. They were born out of wedlock, and I grew up in a hellhole. But I have tried to tell, and I've put papers on here on YouTube because I can't get an attorney, and it's the only way I have to tell my story because everybody around here knows it. Huntsville, Alabama, where I worked for the district attorney, after they'd put antifreeze in me in 1980, by the way, over in Atlanta and illegally taken across the state line, and even worked for the district attorney in that condition. I should have died. But this has been ongoing. I'm just taking one segment out of my life to tell you. I'm allergic to chemicals. And what it does, when I inhale, you have to breathe. I inhale it if it's toxic, and that's what's happened to me. I've been made to live. Where I've lived has been toxic. And they blatantly come in. They get to, I'm talking about the people, the law enforcement that's involved in this. They get things on people. Everybody has something to hide. And that's what's gone on with me from one place to another, where I've been forced to run when I get so sick I can't stand up, which is where I'm at right now. It's been an ongoing thing, and it's my immune system, and I'm reacting now because I've been up since about 2 o'clock, vertigo, sick at the stomach from the fumes pouring out in here. And they very well know what they're doing. They're deliberately doing it, but because I can't call the law in, and I put this on other tapes, they'll just stand there and say, well, it's not happening. So I'm running from one place to the other. Like last night, I went out. I'm on, now that I get a little money, I'm on a budget to where I can barely pay the rent. So someone took me out, and I paid for the groceries, but they gave me the ride. And I brought groceries in last night. And this is what happens so many times. I put a few pieces of clothing together. I put a few groceries while other people are going out and eating out and enjoying their kids and life. I've put all this on, which people should listen to because it can happen to them. But anyway, again, it's happened. This is where I'm at. I just paid the rent yesterday morning. And for a week. So anyway, without trying to explain, I'm so sick right now. I know that I'm going to have to leave. I've had to sit outside. And then I ended up coming back inside. I went out there to get some fresh air. And there's no way I can stay in here. And I called the manager over there, and, it's just, I can leave. So I'm going to say this. This is the Patels that own part of this, and people's response to me. My immune system attacks itself from the smells and odors. And if it's where you're living and they don't fix it, you either have to leave or you suffer the consequences. You get so sick. My immune system attacks itself when I smell the fumes. And over a period of time, extended period of time, or a short time, according to what the chemicals that I'm forced to inhale, because this is where I live. and they put it through the vents and air conditioning, and I've had them come in and soak the bed. When you can't call the law enforcement or get an attorney, then you're up without a paddle. You know what I mean? So I paid the rent yesterday, and I've stayed here. It hasn't been pleasant at all. But I woke up, came back from buying groceries, and I know I can't stay here anymore. So I'm left getting a cab with what few bucks I have left, going out into the mountains to tent, where the cops will be sent to come in, and they'll handcuff you and say, well, you can't do this. You're 75 years old now. We'll just take your power of attorney away from you to where you can't run anymore, and we can just have our fun with you, soaking you, and you can't move anymore. You can't run. And I've been told that, by the way, that that's exactly what would happen to me. So it's not for lack of telling everybody, because I sure have. You see how they make me appear, but not if you care. Not if people care. They don't. I had an FBI agent tell me, and I put this on. They've made it so ludicrous, and he's talking about the feds, the FBI. He says they've made it so ludicrous that everybody knows you're telling the truth, but they don't want to get involved. They fear repercussions. So this is where I paid the rent again yesterday, and I've suffered through it for going on 3 months here. So I don't know where I go from here. I don't have the money. The food will be left here. Can't take it. What few clothes I've put together and have will be left. I can't carry it. I can't even walk anymore. So this has happened in plain sight, with everybody knowing it over the years and years. Now I want to say this. By the way, they took Larry Flint's power of attorney for a while and put him in prison for telling the truth. So I'm so sick right now, I'm going to have to go back outside. It's about 4 o'clock now, I think. But there isn't anybody around that doesn't know it. You know, the maintenance people that get involved in it, I don't know what they get on them, or they don't want to lose their job. So it's left it to where who I am, I was kidnapped. And that's why all this has gone on. And even the maintenance guy can do whatever they want to me, because no law is going to protect me. And I did want to get back to the other tape, and I left it. I wrote about the mind control murders. That's part of this that got involved in my kidnapping and all this when I found out. The mind control murders is about programming, and the guy was programmed to shoot Larry Flint in Lawrenceville, Georgia. And I was flown out to his place during a political campaign. But the Alexis Murphy is one of the person that's doing the abducting or killing is under the influence, if you want to say that, influence of mind control. And so they're really a victim. But the Alexis Murphy, I'm just giving an example, was a young lady among some others, several that were abducted and killed here in the Charlottesville, Blacksburg, Roanoke area. And other places, Atlanta had it, Huntsville. I mean, nobody's immune to it. It's just that it's hard to prove because it's invisible weapon that's used, just about like the fumes I inhale. How do you prove it? I mean, my doctor knows it. That's what I'm being treated for. My nose knows it. So, but anyway, at Affordable Corporate Suites that I've repeatedly put on tapes and everything. Well, this was back last April, May. The woman that when I moved in there, for the same reason I moved from the chemicals being used on me. When I can't stand them, I run, and same thing is waiting on me unless I'm pulled out of this mess. But this woman was put in there, and her name is even on this stupid